Hello everyone, welcome back at YouTube channel Botany for All. In previous video we were discussing about the properties of water which are important in the life cycle of the plants. So in the series of that video we will now discuss about the importance of water to the plants. We all know that water is the most important or the essential component for the existence of the life both in the animals as well as the plants. So let's just discuss about the importance one by one. Firstly, we will discuss that the water constitutes about the 80 to 90% of the body weight of plants. Not even the plants, if we talk about the animals also, animals or even the humans, the water is very important. Human body is almost made up of the 70 to 80% water. So that water is not directly seen. Water is the essential ingredient or the constituent of the smallest organization, that is the cell. In the higher organism there exists a series of organization like cell, tissue and tissue system and so on. So at the cell level even the water is being present inside the cell. For example, if we talk about the cytoplasm, 80 to 90% of the components of cytoplasm all made up of the water. So whether it is being directly seen or not seen, we all made up of the body. There is a particular term which is called the dry weight. एक चीज होती है dry weight. So dry weight is the actual data or actual mass of any living organism. So dry weight is obtained after the removal of the water from the लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म. किसी भी प्लांट से या किसी भी एनिमल से आप टोटली वाटर कंटेंट जब रिमूव कर देते हैं तब उसको उसका ड्राई वेट बोलते हैं. Of the very important constituents of the living organisms. Now here we are talking about the plants. Next thing is that it is the best solvent in the plants. Minerals, if we talk about the solutes like minerals or the organic food or the any other component, so for them it acts like a best solvent. If the food is being translocated from one place to another place, we all know that food is being translated by the phloem. So even in the phloem, the food itself cannot move until and unless it is being dissolved in the water. This we will also discuss in detail, that water, the phloem or the food is being transported with the help of water. This was proposed by the Munch, which is also called the Munch mass flow hypothesis. तो फूड या किसी भी सॉल्यूट के मूवमेंट के लिए प्लांट में वाटर जो है वो बेस्ट सॉल्वेंट का काम करता है. वाटर के साथ डिजोल्व होकर वो क्या करते हैं, मूव करते हैं. दैट वी हैव आल्सो डिस्कस दैट वाटर इज द यूनिवर्सल सॉल्वेंट. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, इट इज द रॉ मटेरियल इन द फोटोसिंथेसिस. We all know about the photosynthesis, that it is a very important and a unique property of the higher plants, even in the lower plants also, like bryophytes, algae and the pteridophytes. All plants are autotrophic, so they undergo the process of the photosynthesis for the preparation of the food, mainly the glucose, and the byproduct is the oxygen gas. So this oxygen gas, which is essential for the life on the earth, ऑक्सीजन गैस की वजह से ही लाइफ जो है वो पॉसिबल हो पाई है. दिस इज द बाई प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द फोटोसिंथेसिस एंड दिस ऑक्सीजन गैस इज ऑब्टेन्ड फ्रॉम द वाटर इटसेल्फ. वी ऑल नो इन द फोटोसिंथेसिस द वाटर एंड CO2 is being merged inside the plant and complex reactions takes place inside the chloroplast, the thylakoid membrane and the stroma of the chloroplast. The glucose is formed and the oxygen gas is released as a byproduct. तो ये जो ऑक्सीजन गैस रिलीज होती है, this is released due to the water uptake or due to the water. The breakdown of the water in presence of the light or during the process of photosynthesis is called the photolysis of water. तो photolysis of water का जो product होती है, that is the oxygen gas. This concept we will discuss in very detail. This was proposed by a scientist Hill. That's why it is also called the Hill reaction. So it is a raw material in the photosynthesis. अगर पानी नहीं होता है तो photosynthesis भी नहीं होगा और ऑक्सीजन गैस भी जो है वो obtained नहीं होगी. If we talk about the next importance, it maintains the temperature of the plants by the process of transpiration. We have discussed one property, that was the high heat of vaporization. High heat of vaporization में हमने डिस्कस किया था कि जब भी लिक्विड से गैस बनता है 1 ग्राम ऑफ वाटर, तो जितनी हीट चाहिए उस हीट को हम हाई हीट ऑफ वेपराइजेशन बोल रहे थे. जिसकी वजह से क्या होता था कि जब भी प्लांट से वाटर 1 ग्राम सपोज क्या हुआ ट्रांसपायर, तो उसकी वजह से हाई हीट लॉस्ट हो गई और जो है कूलिंग इफेक्ट कोज होता था, कूलिंग होती थी. सो द ट्रांसपिरेशन एंश्योर्स द मेंटेनेंस ऑफ द टेम्परेचर, प्लांट को कूल बना के रखते हैं। अगर एनवायरनमेंट का टेम्परेचर हाइयर भी है फिर भी जो है प्लांट कूल रहेगा ड्यू टू द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ हाई हीट ऑफ वेपराइजेशन। सो इट इज ऑल्सो अ प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द वाटर एंड इट विल बी अ इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ द water. So very simply it is also a importance for the plant. The water also helps in the stomatal movement. The stomata are meant for the gaseous exchange. In the process of photosynthesis we need CO2. As a result of the photosynthesis we obtained the oxygen gas. So the CO2 is being consumed, oxygen gas is being released. So for the exchange of these gases there are some pores present on the surface of the leaves which are called the stomata. So the stomatal movement, these stomata never remains closed always and never remains open always. They keep fluctuating. They open generally during the daytime and they closes during the night time. So this fluctuation or the movement, that is the opening and closing, is being regulated by the water itself. This we also discuss in the detail in the plant water relationship whenever we will discuss about the endosmosis. तो actually होता क्या है, suppose this is a stomata, it is a closed stomata. Whenever the water will move inside these guard cells, these are the guard cells, this is the stomatal pore in the center, this green region is the stomatal pore. So whenever the water will enter, due to the intake of the water inside the guard cells become turgid, because due to the inward movement of water or due to the endosmosis a pressure is being exerted on the walls. पानी अंदर आने से वॉल्स के ऊपर प्रेशर लगता है, ना कि वॉल खुद प्रेशर लगा रही है. दैट इज द अंदर द टर्म. वॉल्स के ऊपर प्रेशर लगने को हम टर्गर प्रेशर बोलते हैं. टर्गर प्रेशर की वजह से सेल्स क्या हैं, टर्जिड हो जाती हैं. तो टर्जिड जब भी ये सेल्स होंगी सो दे विल स्ट्रेच. The same cells, these are the guard cells shown here in the pink, these are not turgid. Here are the guard cells shown in the red, these are the turgid cells. Due to their turgidity this stomal pore will become broad. तो जैसे ही पानी अंदर आता है एंडोस्मोसिस होता है, स्टोमल पोर जो होता है ब्रॉड हो जाता है, उसकी वजह से स्टोमेटा क्या हो जाते हैं, ओपन. जैसे ही पानी फिर से बाहर निकलेगा स्टोमल पोर अगेन क्लोज हो जाएगा. सो द इनवर्ड और आउटवर्ड मूवमेंट ऑफ द वाटर हेल्प्स इन द स्टोमेटल मूवमेंट. Next is the transport of the solute, that I have also discussed in this point, that it is the best solvent. The minerals or the solutes are being transported in the plant throughout from root to the stem or the leaves with the help of the water or along with the water. Next one is the seed germination. In the life cycle of the plants the seed stage is very important. It is the very beginning or it is the era of a new plant, it is dawn of a new plant. तो जब भी नया प्लांट बनना है तो सीड जर्मिनेशन के लिए वाटर इज़ वेरी essential, because the water or the humidity also contains the water or the humidity provides the favorable conditions for a seed to germinate. Due to the process of imbibition the seed coat breaks down and the and the plumule is being exerted outside. The radicle remains in the ground, radicle form the roots and the plumule will form the shoot. So seed germination is also achieved by the plant. Although seed germination in some plants achieved by the light itself or even in the absence of the light, those are some exceptions, but generally the seeds germinate in a humid environment where the water is available. Otherwise the seed will remain in a dormant stage. Another important property of the importance of the water is the crop irrigation. This we all know, even a non-botany student can easily understand. जनरली हम क्या करते हैं, क्रॉप्स को पानी देते हैं, विच इज़ कॉल्ड द इरिगेशन, सिंचाई. ओके, सो फॉर प्रोडक्शन और फॉर द कमर्शियल क्रॉप्स वी यूज irrigation techniques and provide water to the plants. Whether it is being available naturally or not, we have to provide to gain a good quantity and quality of our crops. For completing the life cycle of a plant, the water is very important at every step, whether in a respiration or in a photosynthesis or even in the nitrogen fixation processes. The water is very important. Most importantly, it is the most essential thing in the plants. As I told you earlier, water is being very important for the animals, microbes, fungi and the higher plants or the lower plants also. So it is the important thing in complete living organization. So this is about the importance of water particularly to the plants. That's all for today. Have a nice day.